Hello and welcome to another review today. We're going to do another box set of a Blu-ray collection that I have. I've had it for a while. An awesome set that I think everybody should buy if there's still any in print, which I think there are, but they may be more expensive. And it is the Halloween Complete Collection 15 disc Deluxe Edition. This is the film on the back artwork of the pumpkin, which is really cool. Then you got the new commissioned artwork for Michael Myers on the side. And then on this side you see him behind the tree, stalking. Then you have all the movies in their own packaging for each edition. It also comes with a little book right here. It's a Halloween little collector thing. Tells stuff about maybe got artwork, all the great stuff. Really nice little thing to have. So we'll start at the beginning. We'll start with Halloween. I like the black cases. It's really cool. I like the original artwork on it. And this one is neat because it's got two different versions of the film. Original Halloween's like the Blu-ray cut or the Blu-ray version, and then they got another Blu-ray of it's like an extended cut like they showed on TV. Really cool. You can have like the scenes that they added in to make for TV to last a little longer because they had to cut out some bad parts. So that's a neat little thing. Awesome movie. Back on art, sorry. Really, really well done. I like the way they put them all in their separate cases, like I said. This is Halloween 2, I got to say, one of the best covers of all the movies in the Halloween series, with the pumpkin and the skull on the front of it. And it also has a 2-disc thing where it's got the Blu-ray of the original movie, but also it's got the TV cut, but it's like DVD version. And I think it's not even widescreen. I'm pretty sure I watched it with like the 4.3 ratio, but still a neat thing to have with all the different scenes that were cut out and the scenes that were added for the television edition. He gets a little more stalky, more like Jason, and this one he's more elaborate on his killings than these. But I had the awesome scene where he comes from the door with not using his hands through a glass door. Perfect scene for anybody to relish as a Michael Myers fan. I mean, this is like a continuation of the first one. It's supposed to be the same night. Jamie Lee Curtis being taken to the hospital, which is Laurie Strode, the first victim attacking, and she gets taken to the hospital, and it continues from there to the hospital. Has a very violent ending in it for Michael. Doesn't leave it open for any sequels that I remember. When I watched it, pretty much thought he was dead then. So when Halloween 3 came out, I thought, all right, we're going to see more of Michael Myers. But of course, Halloween 3 doesn't have Michael Myers. Everybody knows that. Halloween 3 is a totally different movie, Season of the Witch. It should have came out and been called Season of the Witch and had nothing to do with Halloween, because even though it's set during Halloween, the holiday, it's not had to do with Michael Myers. And everybody at the time, even me, thought, well, this don't make any sense. Why are they using the music, Michael Myers music and everything, and it's called Halloween and it's not a sequel hit. But what they had in mind was making where we had a different killer like in every movie, and it just happened the first two movies was about Michael Myers, and they wanted to do other characters, movies that to do with Halloween that were different killers and different storylines within the Halloween theme. And I didn't like this movie when it first came out, and I was one of the ones that was really mad that it didn't have Michael Myers in it. I didn't understand. I was younger and didn't understand what they were going for. It's before the internet, before all this stuff, where you could find out the feedback stuff on what the director or studio wanted. But now, after a very long time, I've grown to really, really love this one. I like it just as much as the rest of them in its own way. It's not the Michael Myers way, which I really like, but it's a really good story either way for Halloween, and it touches on all the different themes with the masks and stuff on the back with the skeleton and the pumpkin and the witch's head. I would love to have those someday. Have a remake of some of those masks to display, and it's just an awesome way. They should have, if they could have explained it, had different movies all the time, I think it would have been better than going on with the Michael Myers series. It bombed at the box office, so they went back to what? To Michael Myers. And this is really stupid. Me and my son talk about this all the time. He's got Michael Myers' mask from the first two on here, which is the William Shatner mask from Star Trek, painted, and the hair messed up in a different color. But anyway, they have it on the cover. So you think he's got the same mask from the first two movies, which got melted in the second one. But you get the mask from this one, and it looks like a clown. Michael Myers' mask looks horrible. I mean, I understand he, had to go get a different mask from the store. And who sells the same mask to their customers that people just killed everybody in a massacre in that town anyway? If I had a store in my town and somebody got one of my masks or got a mask from my store and killed everybody in it, and everybody knew he was the killer, I don't think I'd resell it there. I don't know, maybe that's me, maybe I'm a little crazy. I think I would not allow that mask back in the city, or at least have the factory burnt to the ground or something. But anyways, for some reason, there's a mask that's similar, but looks like a clown, being sold there, and he breaks in and gets the same type of mask. Of course, it's kind of a rehash of the first one with the girl. I don't know what they were trying to do there at the end of that one, to do the exact same stuff. It was a good, decent movie, and I didn't hate it. I don't know, it didn't have the first two kind of feel to it to me. Then they came out with part 5, which again, it's got the mask that I told you about. It's got nothing to do with the real mask from part 1 or 2. It's another weird looking shop mask, and there's some very unlikable characters in this movie. One, she hollers Tina all the time, and the Tina character, in my opinion, deserves to be killed off because she's just a waste of a character, I think. Nothing against the actress that played her. I guess that's all she could do with the role. It was a very annoying character. This one went downhill from part 4, and I didn't think that much of part 4, but this one got even worse. I like that Michael Myers was back in the universe there. Sometimes you might need to let him just go if you're going to make this. Of course, Dr. Loomis is in all these pretty much. Part 3, maybe some of the others. He's in this one, and then he just definitely came for a paycheck on this one. Wasn't that good, but you gotta have it in your collection because it's a part of the series. We got part 6, which is Halloween, the Curse of Michael Myers, but it is part 6. Got in this one, it is 2. One's got a director's cut, and it's got the original cut. The original cut's bad, the director's cut's even worse. So, you can take what you will with that. I try to watch these, sit down and watch these. They're so long, so boring. Them trying to figure out how to make it all do something to do with the thing, the symbol on his hand. You just can't explain evil. I don't care what they can kind of destroy it trying to explain evil. They try, what can I say? They fail, but they try. It was one of them I least liked. Alright, moving on to H2O, which was worthless. Because they wanted to ignore everything, which I don't blame them for not wanting to ignore everything from 2 on. It wasn't a very good movie. Getting back, at least they didn't put the mask of Michael Myers in the front of it. He didn't wear it either, and he even looked stupider than the rest of them. And the characters, I don't know. I just don't get it. I didn't enjoy it. I don't think I've watched it again since I watched it the first time at the movie theater. But I know you're saying you got the collection, it's in there, you have to deal with it. I understand, but it completes the collection. Sometimes you gotta complete the collection even though it's not what you liked. Those movies, even with the Star Wars movies, prequels are in my Blu-ray collection, and I do not like the prequels of that either. I'm trying to see if it's just a one disc, and of course it's got the Eco case that everybody got all mad about because they did a really good job on this collection, but the only drawback some fans could come up with is that, oh, they used the Eco case. What's the big deal? Oh, because you see a little bit of holes there? But they got them in their own individual cases. They've got them their own movie per disc. It ain't like the Friday 13th collection where they squeeze 2 on them on some of those. They did everything they could. They had extra discs. They did special features. They did everything in the world, and all people could come up with that one gripe. I think it's a very weak gripe at that. Moving on. Halloween Resurrection. Not good. Not good when you have Busta Rhymes like judoing Michael Myers at the end of that. It's Kung Fu or whatever it is to kick Michael's butt. I just thought that was tacky, and the whole thing with the cameras and inside the house, and magically he comes home. But they had the decency to kind of cover his mask a little bit because there wasn't the William Shatner mask, which was great. This is another one I love. Don't you just love the way they brought him back to life in this one? It was the ambulance driver. Okay. And they thought Friday 13 was crazy the way they brought back Jason. But anyway, don't waste your time for the collection. Had to have it. And I thought it couldn't get any worse till I ran into Halloween remake. I don't personally like the Rob Zombie movies. I just wished he would have made a different movie with a different killer, because what he did with this one wasn't anything to brag about. I like the cover, it's kind of a cool cover. But the movie was, I know I'm biased because I like the originals. And a lot of times when they remake something that you really love, you're not going to like it automatically. I gave this a chance. I mean, I just don't like his style of filmmaking. I have nothing against the man. I'm sure he's a very talented fellow and everything, and he's made money off all of his movies he's made. I just do not like that style. I have nothing against him. It's very, I don't know, kind of like a trashy feel type. But anyway, I didn't like that one, and then I hated this one even worse than that one. And I'm glad they ended it there. So I hope the third one or whatever, I hope it's not like a sequel off of these or the new one they're making in 2017. Because this is not what signed up for, I guess. But they have their little Halloween bonus disc. And they put them inside of this one. I don't see they want to put make another disc box for it, but you know, at least they did put his on this too. You know, what can I say? You got bad movies in each collection, whether be Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday 13th, Halloween. When you get a box set, the chance to get them all together, and you've got to bite the bullet on some of that. I mean, I'm glad I got them in the collection because it completes the collection. I don't have to watch them. I can watch the ones I like and enjoy. And then I can always have this beautiful display case, and I think they did a tremendous job. And I give them kudos for all the different things that they added and new artwork. I think they did a tremendous job. I would recommend buying it, but like I said, it's probably way up there because they're probably out of print. If you can get the other one without all the special discs, like with the director's cut, you can get it cheaper without that. And they come out with a smaller version. But this is the deluxe set. I recommend you go out and buy it if you're a Halloween fan. You'll enjoy it thoroughly, and you might be a Rob Zombie fan and you like those movies, and you might think I'm crazy, but you got your own opinion. You are allowed to like whatever you want to. I tell my son, just because I don't like a movie doesn't mean he should like a movie. I mean, he shouldn't like the movie. He should like what he likes, and if I don't like it, that's fine. That's why we go watch movies. Everybody's got their own opinion of that. I recommend you buy it either way, whichever fan you are. So I'm gonna go, and thank you for watching my video. Goodbye.